Good morning, welcome to Planet Mojo. Today I'm going to try again to fix the Solo backpack sprayer. So on the Gempler website, I'm not sure, they must distribute for Solo in the United States. Oh, I guess maybe they manufacture it. Solo is a German company, so they must manufacture this in the United States for Solo. But on the Gempler site, there was other people that had this same problem. What it is this is just stuck. This should just unscrew. They show the complete disassembly and the installation of this kit on their site, and they show them just unscrewing this with relative ease, but they had a brand new sprayer. So the advice they give is to heat up the plastic, which you hate to do, but I'm going to have to give it a try. So I will pick probably this vertical tip and try to heat up the plastic around here to expand it, and hopefully that's going to do the trick. I think I might want to tip it on its side, but I need to clamp it down somehow. Let me see if I can get this clamped on its side so I can hold the heat gun straight up and down and get everything ready and see if this works. Oh, it's turning. Let's get some heat to it. Ta-da! Okay, that wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. I just had to have this thing in the right position and clamp down so I could really crank on it. And having it standing up wasn't the best position. Having it laying on its back, I could really get a good crank on it. So the heat might have helped, but I doubt it. You could probably do it without the heat. So I'm going to go get this cleaned off, and then, yes, I am definitely going to replace all this stuff. None of it looks good. So I'll get all this stuff replaced. I will be using the kit. Now for the pressure cylinder. They say on the video to just kind of wiggle it out, but they also say that if it gets stuck, to put a piece of wood down in here, a piece of 2x4 or something, and tap it out. And that's actually what they do on the video, so I'll probably end up doing that on this as well. Alright, most of my tools are over in the addition project, but I believe this hammer will work if I need it. Just give her a tap. Alright, I think I'm going to have to clamp it down again, but this time... Oh, is there a notch in here? That was not easy. Okay, so the only thing on here is this ring, but this definitely needs a good cleaning. So I'm gonna go get these cleaned up in the sink, and I will be right back. Okay, everything's apart and cleaned, and inspecting these O-rings and this valve, it doesn't look like anything's worn, but I guess I'll replace them anyways. You can see a little bevel on this valve. That appears to be intact. All of the O-rings appear to be just fine, but I guess I'll replace everything anyways. Last thing to do is to take out this retainer, that red retainer inside there, and they say to use a long needle nose, and one of my boys just so happens to have got me one for Christmas, so I'll use this, pull that out, and then I'll replace everything. Ta-da! So we'll take that off. Put that over here. Okay, I have the other parts soaking in the sink, so I'll go get those and start replacing this stuff. Okay, now just have to replace all of these parts with their new parts and then coat them with Vaseline. I was going to use plumber's grease, which is basically just Vaseline, but it's more refined. I think this spring goes in the trigger. Okay, so we have 4 O-rings, 2 of these, and these are not beveled, so that must have happened from the abrasiveness. This, I do not know where it goes, but I'll find out. And then this is it's kind of like a piston ring. It takes up the extra space between the piston and the cylinder. Okay, let's get going. Okay, I just have 3 leftover parts, and that is this last 3 here: spring, seal plug, and O-ring. And those all go on this valve that goes through the top here, and that's on a different model. So I'm going to put these aside somewhere and keep them. But now for the reassembly. And I'm going to add a little bit of Vaseline to these bolts because they're a bit rusty, and the next time I have to take this thing apart, they might be pretty bad if I don't. So let's get this thing back together. And that should do it. It really wasn't all that hard, except for the stuck cylinder. Now it's time to see if this thing leaks. So I'm going to run over to the faucet over there by the house and fill her up and see what happens. Okay, 0 leaks. I'm trying to stand with my back to the wind so it doesn't mess up the sound. But 0 leaks, and it's spraying really nice. The only problem is, even with it locked in the off position, it leaks. The nozzle leaks, and it's been like that for a while. So I'm gonna have to see what's up with this valve. The spring might be bad. I don't know. Maybe they have a repair kit for that. But this thing is just 1 year old, and if you got to replace all this stuff after 1 year, that kind of sucks. I'm hoping the other sprayers built a little better than this. So I'm gonna go check on either a whole new sprayer or the valve assembly, go see if they sell that, and I'll let you know what I find. And if I do fix the valve here, I'll put that on the channel as well. So if you want to see that, make sure you subscribe and click on the update icon. If you have any questions or comments, make sure you put them in the comment section below. And if you like the video and or share it, it helps the channel out greatly. Thanks for watching and have a great day.